All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory be to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachak Kudash. And I want to say double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone that rule well, and Shalom to the hopeful elect, listening and learning, and also teaching this word in all sincerity and in truth, in the hopes that we may edify and feed the lambs of Yahweh Shai, especially in these last days. And boy, things are getting heated. And as you can see, I got up on the screen here, a video that I'm gonna play, and I ain't gonna make this too long because I gotta get myself ready to, to head out to the camp. But before I do, I'm gonna hit you with in fact, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit you with a scripture first. All right, from Matthew chapter 24, verse 12. Because this is the times that we're living in. We're living in times where things are going to get increasingly more aggressive. They're going to get worse. The crime over there in New York, especially in Babylon the Great, is surging. All right, we're seeing the signs of the times. We're seeing, people lose the plot. We're seeing the signs in the heavens, more chariot sightings. You got the Pentagon there having to come out and pretty much address the so-called UFOs or UAPs as they call them, unidentified aerial phenomenon. Well, you know what? They're the chariots of Israel. And the scriptures describe them as the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. So we got the wars, the rumors of wars. We got pestilences, man. We got so much to speak on. It's so exciting to be able to witness because we believe in these prophecies. And it's a beautiful thing. It puts a smile on our faces for those of us that sincerely believe in this word, because we know that the Lord is really, having things, get shaken up out here, especially in these major cities. So this is from Pix 11 News. It's put up 9 hours ago. It's a Times Square attack. 2 Times Square attacks within hours raise concerns. So, a lot of these crimes are going back to these immigrants as well, that they're just flooding the borders. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, that the love of many shall wax cold. So we're in a time now, of the love of many waxing cold. These migrants, making their way to the border, they're crossing the border, they're just letting them in. There's talks of them being brought into the military, exchanging, citizenship for military service, and there's talks of them, being let in because of the votes, and so on and so forth. But these things, we know that they're being given free money, they're being housed, they're being put in these plush hotels, and pretty much, man, they're causing havoc on them streets. They're causing havoc on them streets. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play you a little bit of this video here from Pix 11, just to give you an idea as to what's really going on over there. All right, in Babylon the Great. Like I said, I ain't gonna make this too long. I just wanted to hit the points. Let me hold this precept. It just come to mind as well. Let me read it first. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. So the day of the Lord is gonna come like a thief in the night to those that haven't been given the eye salve, the spiritual eye salve, to be able to see, clearly the times that we're living in according to biblical prophecy, according to the word. And you know what the scriptures say in Isaiah 55 and 11, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that, it shall prosper in the thing whereto I send it, and it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I send it, man. So the word, the Lord, the word of the Lord is prospering in these last days. And the apostles, and the elders, they've been telling us for years that all hell is about to break loose, and especially for these women, man. All right, especially for these women, all proud and independent. But now women, they can't even walk down the street. They can't even walk down the street without being catcalled and all kinds of, these immigrants, they be catcalling them. I'm gonna show you. All right, we've been telling you women, man, especially you women, get ready. You're going to get grabbed up. You're going to get, you're going to get used and abused. Like the script, you're going to get put to death. A lot of these so-called pretty ass women, curvaceous and, that's what the scriptures speak about, the beauty of a woman. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman. A lot of these women, They might look beautiful on the outside, but really inwardly they're hideous. All right, they're real dark. You know, they love ruining men's lives. They're completely out of order. But that goes back to the scripture. The Lord said that the Lord has created a new thing in the earth, that a woman shall compass a man. You know, which the word compass means to go around. Go around what? The man's authority. All right. So these women are completely, ruining men's lives, walking around the earth, acting up and acting out. All right. So let me play you this.
The tourists 2 weeks ago, and near where 2 NYPD cops were attacked by a group of men.
So even the cops, even the police over there in New York, they're getting attacked. You know? Could it be by the immigrants? Who knows, man? But they're getting attacked. I mean, one thing we do know that, we're heading to the times where there's going to be curfews put in place out here, man, because Esau wants that chaos. All right? Esau wants that chaos, man. We can't be ignorant of Satan's devices. Esau wants that chaos so he can come forth with more draconian measures. All right? And could this immigrant crisis be used as a catalyst for that? Of course. All right? There's even some reports of people saying that, look, they're letting straight up terrorists into the borders, man, across the borders into the States. All right? And I always go back to that individual that was questioned at one of the borders by the journalist. And he said, look, what are you doing here? He goes, look, if you were smart, you would know who I am. But soon you're going to know who I am. And that guy, he was actually a known terrorist, man. All right? So pretty much, are we going to start seeing more false flag attacks? Are we going to start seeing more hell in these cities? Of course. All right? The Lord is about, it's been about plaguing, the modern day Egypt. All right? The Lord is plaguing Babylon the Great. All right? So let's watch some more. So the cops are being beat up. They're getting attacked. Okay? They're getting attacked. Remember, the scripture says one people shall stand up to fight against another. All right, let's get that scripture. 2 Ezra 15 and 14. Woe unto the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. So we're seeing this man's kingdom hella divided, man. Whether it be the Republicans against the Democrats, split right down the middle. Okay, the blue coming up against the red. That's a kingdom divided. No kingdom divided shall be able to stand. All right, and them Bible belters, man, they don't want these immigrants coming in there. So that's division right there. They're saying, look, what Joe sold us out. Joe Biden sold us out. So you got Trump with that make America great again. When was the last time America was great? America was great when it was whipping the flesh off the backs of you so-called Negroes. Okay, the transatlantic slave trade. All right, when they were colonizing the Americas, when they were them European colonies, they came over and they slaughtered you Native American Indians. Okay, and the scriptures speak about a man, woe be unto them that buildeth a town with blood and establisheth a city by iniquity. So it's coming back to bite Esau in the ass. That's why Esau's kingdom is divided. He ain't getting away, man. He ain't getting away with what he's done. The Lord is going to visit this man, and he's coming back with power and great glory. And what we're witnessing right now is that pure chaos. And yeah, the Lord is using Esau to do it on the left-hand side. Ordo ab chaos. But ultimately, that confusion, and the one people standing up to fight against another, no matter what, even if the Lord is using Esau to do it, it's still a part of biblical prophecy. And it's still division. And it still perfectly aligns with biblical prophecy. So we can't forget these things. You got the cops getting beat up, man. Soon, they're just going to straight up move the military in there. All right, and they ain't gonna be asking questions. They ain't gonna be, they ain't gonna be stopping and searching. They're gonna be given the green light to shoot to kill. Remember, the scripture speak about they're gonna be like madmen, sparing none. All right.
The victims in all these cases are expected to be okay. The frequency and boldness of these,
and not only that, you got over there in DC as well. You got Mayor Bowser. That so-called black woman, that witch. All right, which they're getting given more powers over there as well. Now it's going to be pretty much you can get fined or arrested if you're in groups of 2+ people and they suspect you're committing a crime. Which that's a blurry line. I mean, they can just say that they suspect anyone of doing a crime. Oh, he was with 2 or more people and they were suspected. Look, let's fine them. That's draconian measures, man. They're making cuts on snaps and food stamps and that and whatever. They're making major cuts over there in DC. So how long to these people, when they got nothing to lose, they're going to lose it, man. You know, when these people's backs are against the wall, okay, they're gonna lose it out here. Let's keep going because I'm low on battery. Plus, I got to get ready for the camp too.
Action. Here's what most people told us.
It's not as bad as I've grown up, where it was a lot worse. So, I mean, it's New York, we just gotta watch back.
Born and raised in New York, violence comes all the time.
Vicky Perez says she commutes to the area from Brooklyn daily. Like many people like her who spoke with Pix 11, she noted that most of these high-profile crimes involved migrants to the city.
You hear that? Most of these high-profile crimes involve migrants to the city. So them migrants, man, they're just opening up a can of whoop ass over there. Or so we're being reported, or so the mainstream media is telling us, and you know, but there's accounts of like at least 17,000 in one day making it across the border, man. Why are they letting them in? Remember, come on, man, this is Hegelian dialectic: problem, reaction, solution, pressure from above, pressure from beneath. Esau needs this. He needs this chaos. He wants them cops getting beat up out there, so he can come forth with the ultimate draconian. Okay, look, now we gotta step it up. We gotta turn up the heat. We gotta really enforce order, and that's draconian measures, excessively harsh and severe. That's what draconian means. All right, it says verse 16 in 2 Esdras 15: "For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes." Yeah, they ain't gonna care about what the government says in that day. They're just gonna, they're just gonna do what they need to do, especially when the food shortages hit. All right, especially when they roll out that chip. Could you imagine? That's when people are gonna go real. Oh shit, they ain't gonna know what to do. But the scripture says, "For the elect, a wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times," man. So we get to, we get to watch this and report it and filter it through the scriptures and tell you why these things are happening. That's that wisdom and knowledge keeping us stable. To know why these things are happening, man. To not be ignorant of the devices of Satan and what this wicked, with his new world order plans, what he's got. Ultimately, he wants to chip these people. That's the ultimate draconian measure he's going to go to, man. When these people start getting chipped, punishable by death, when they bring back the guillotines and they start chopping people's heads off, Do the scriptures speak about that? Those that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh, the testimony of Yahweh Shai, for the word of the Most High. Some of us are going to have to lose our lives, for teaching this word. But remember, the scripture says the dead in Yahweh Shai shall rise first. Okay, so things are getting definitely turned up. What you're witnessing now are these labor pains, man. I always speak about that, like in 2 Esdras 16. These plagues being likened unto labor pains. Okay.
According to police, she was by no means the only one to say so.
There's plenty of help for them, but there's no infrastructure to police and keep the situation under control.
People both off camera and on mentioned one place specifically, repeatedly.
I do feel a little bit more intimidating because around the corner.
So she feels a lot more intimidated. She's feeling it. And I've seen many accounts, other women that are saying that they feel intimidated. These immigrants, they just be loitering around. They ain't got jobs. They're just hanging around on the street, pissing on people's front doors, littering, causing, doing acts of crime, and just causing havoc. And these women, man, see that these women, all you proud and independent, get all up in a man's face spirit type of women, you women, man, you're going to fucking feel it, man. That's when you're going to really need a man, talking about independent. That independent spirit, man, that's fucking played out, bro. Because where's that independent spirit going to be when you need a man to protect your ass? And you completely defenseless. First of all, man, the woman is the weaker vessel. You are the weaker vessel. That's just what it is. That's in the scriptures, man. Scripture says, "I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man." So you women are going to realize how weak you are in comparison. Because when the shit hits the fan, that's when you're going to understand, oh shit, I really do need a man. But that's your judgment, man.
And on mentioned one place specifically, repeatedly.
I do feel a little bit more intimidating because around the corner, the old hotel, I think it's the Milford Plaza, is now an immigrant hotel. Walking by there every day is horrible.
Well, you hear that, man? Costa Rica, cabrón. Them immigrants, they be catcalling these women so they feel intimidated, man. You hearing this? One of them even barked at him like a dog. Hoo, hoo, hoo. So this is what we've been telling you, man. You fucking proud ass women, and good for you, man. When the Lord opens up, that's when you're gonna realize that you can't do bad by yourself. You are the weaker vessel. The Lord's gonna really set things back in order, man. Things are gonna get like Elder Ramar. He always says things are gonna get medieval out here. That's how it's gonna get. Things are gonna get real bad out here, man. When you least expect it. Well, let's go back to that 1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So there's going to be no escape. When the Lord opens up that chaos, full-fledged chaos, man, that's when there's going to be no escape. You know? You can act like, you're distracted all you want, and you getting involved with them bread and circuses and be distracted, watch this game, watch that game, talk about the Super Bowl till the cows come home, man. That ain't going to stop all hell from breaking loose. That ain't going to stop these biblical prophecies from coming to pass. In fact, Habakkuk 2:3 comes to mind. All right, let me get that scripture real quick. All right, and I'm going to close out soon. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, and the vision is what? These prophecies. It's for an appointed time, okay? But at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it. Because it will surely come, it will not tarry. So these prophecies are speaking, man. Okay, that's why the scripture says in Ezekiel 33 and 33, when this cometh to pass, and lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet has been among them. All right, let me get Ezekiel 12, because you got a lot of, this is for the scoffers and scorners. All right, in response to the vision, which is for an appointed time. All right, I like to go to Ezekiel 12 as well for the scoffers. It says, Ezekiel 12 and 21, and the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, right? The word of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, came unto me, saying, Son of man, what is that proverb that you have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged, and every vision faileth? You see that? So you got people out there walking with the mindset of, oh, you guys have been saying this for ages. You know, in the back of their minds, they insulting brothers, insulting the apostles, the elders, you know, thinking that we're talking shit. But then guess what? As you're scoffing and scorning, look what's happening in reality. You know, America's done. It's divided, the most divided it's ever been. Okay, so this is, you can scoff and scorn all you want, but you're scoffing and scorning, man. Hey, the scriptures speak about this shall come in the last days, scoffers walking after their own lusts. You know, saying, where is the promise of his coming? That's, see, the effect of every vision faileth. It's to tell them, therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh power, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, but say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision. So all these prophecies, man, right, are gonna, hey, though it tarry, wait for it, it will surely come, it will not tarry. These prophecies are speaking. Okay, if this counsel be of men, it will come to naught. But if it be of the Most High, ye cannot overthrow it. No one can overthrow this word, man. You can't do nothing against this truth, but for the truth. Okay, when them chariots invade, when Esau comes with the draconian measures and starts chipping people, that's when Yahweh Shai is going to come back. And he's going to invade this place. And it's going to be a time like no other since there was a nation. He's going to bring the angels with him, the heavenly armada. Okay, the vision is for an appointed time. All right.
He is catcalling and other unwelcome behavior.
There every day is horrible.
She regularly sees catcalling and other unwelcome behavior outside of the shelter, where many people aren't allowed to legally have jobs.
You see that? Catcalling and unwelcome behavior. Crime is on the rise in Babylon the Great. This is Sirach 5 and 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. There goes the word tarrying again. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry, right? It says, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed, and perish in the day of vengeance. A lot of people be taking their life for granted. The fact that you can go into the supermarket, buy this, buy that, buy food, water, whatever, to get by. But then there's going to come a time where these supermarkets, they're going to have empty shelves. Everything's going to be looted. Things are going to be up in flames. Women are going to be getting grabbed up, raped. All right? Getting a good night's sleep is going to be a luxury in that day. Okay? Because one people is about to stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. The scriptures speak about uproars of the people. These protests are going to get more violent. You got climate change. You got, come on, man. You know, the Republicans, the Democrats, the straight up split in America, Babylon the Great. Things are getting heavy out here. Things are getting turned up. So I'm about to close out because my battery's about to, my battery's low. So with that, man, I pray it was edifying. Stay prayed up, man. Call Halalim La Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Bahashem Ruchak Shalom to the hopeful elect.